This week on the Stonebergs, October is finally here, and Katie and I cannot hide our enthusiasm. We continue our Halloween movie marathon. We brainstorm some ideas for Katie's Halloween costume. I preview the upcoming Major League Baseball playoffs. Very excited about my Atlanta Braves. And we discuss a petition that was sent to us to bring back the Krispy Kreme original glazed creme-filled donut. Very exciting news from the Krispy Kreme universe. Put on some sweatpants. Enjoy this episode of the Stonebergs right here on YouTube.
Podcasting from their dining room table in
Way-ho.
California, it's the Stonebergs with Dave Stone and Katie Strandberg. Get it? Advice and encouragement from two goofballs who can barely run their own lives. Call now at 562-548-2012 to be a part of the show. Now welcome, the Stonebergs.
Hello.
You alright?
I am on some coffee.
You're enthused.
I took Vyvanse. I got dressed today.
Yeah.
Boo, how the hell are you?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm doing pretty well.
I'm loving the Daisy shirt.
Yeah, you like that?
Love it.
Big boy Daisy shirt.
You know what? Want to hear something really adorable?
Sure.
My mom's favorite flower, you know my mom that died,
Mm-hmm.
her favorite flower were daisies, and she used to call them the happiest flower.
Well, how about that?
And it's so true.
They are a pretty happy flower.
Yeah.
I'm a happy flower.
You are
Everybody says that. Like, old Dave, look at that happy flower.
You are the happiest of flowers.
There he goes. Just blooming.
You are.
I'm a blooming onion.
You are. So many shades.
Welcome to the Stonebergs. I am Stone. That is Berg.
Hello.
What's going down?
Well, I'm very excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little Halloween obsessed.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, I'm into the Halloween decor. Now, I never liked Halloween decor.
Really? Why not?
Okay, so I grew up Christian, remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was like evil.
Yeah, I grew up Christian too, but I immediately was like,
So
F
I was
that.
I was allowed to do like pumpkin work. You know, we would go to the patches.
Mm-hmm.
There was, scarecrow. It was more happy type of decor, but the dead heads and the craziness, I don't know if I could get into that.
the Deadheads.
You know, the heads that are off your
Oh,
head.
I thought you were talking about the Grateful Dead fans.
Oh,
Deadheads.
well, I
Anyway,
wasn't.
That's okay.
Anyway, so I'm trying to do happy, yet a little spooky.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to do Halloween, but not too scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm good.
That sounds like Charlie gave you some notes.
Okay, we can do it, but just not too spooky.
Charlie does not like scary movies.
He doesn't, and it's the saddest and weirdest thing to see.
Yeah, we've been, yesterday, 2 days ago?
We got into
the
it.
The calendar turned from September to October.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's game on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we have been preaching for weeks that we're going to start our Halloween festivities in September, which we did.
Yeah.
Started the ball rolling, but now things really amp up once we've hit October.
I mean, I'm proud of us.
Yeah.
And, hey, kudos to me
Uh-huh.
who watched a sci-fi scary flick last
That's right.
night.
You watched a classic. Well, we watched Alien.
Yeah.
You had never seen Alien? It'd been a while since I'd seen it. That was a good time. We'll get into our Halloween picks here in a little bit.
I got ADHD.
Going back to Charlie,
There
we've been about twice a week we'll sit down and watch a nice scary movie.
Yeah.
Turn off all the lights.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's the darkness or the ominous music in the scores of these movies, but there's something that Charlie's just like, he just bounces.
He leaves. Last night, I tried. I put his dog bed on the couch. I got my comforter. I was trying to soothe him. Not happening.
No.
Just back to the bedroom, tail between his legs,
Yeah.
just angry.
Yeah.
Like, why? What's happening?
It doesn't understand why we would do that.
Yeah.
It's just too spooky.
He doesn't like spooky things.
Boo.
Yes.
I have to talk to you about something kind of important.
Okay. Am I in trouble?
Yeah.
Okay.
Halloween costume.
Yes.
Your thoughts on what you're going to wear.
Well, you say this every year. You ask me what I'm going to be for Halloween.
Yeah.
And
I'm hoping one year you've changed.
We never go to a party or anything.
That's fair.
So I don't really feel for me, the perfect Halloween for me.
Oh, I forgot the timer.
Staying at home.
Okay.
Pouring a Beam and Coke.
Okay.
Lighting a joint.
Okay.
Turning off the lights. Turning on a classic horror movie.
Okay.
And just kicking it. That's my perfect Halloween night. But you always ask me, what am I going to be? And we never go out. Are we going out this year?
Well, okay. Can I make a suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
We live in West Hollywood. Mm-hmm. We are down the street from one of the biggest parades, Halloween parades ever. Now, according to the website of City of WeHo, it starts at 6 p.m.
Yes.
Now, I love that time because it gets me out of the house.
Big fan of 6 p.m. Always has been.
Gets me out pre-nightfall.
Sure.
And then I'm out. I'm having fun. But I got about an hour, 2.5 before I get tired.
Yeah.
So I was thinking we can easily walk to the parade at 6.
Okay.
Walk around, maybe bring Charlie because I got his hot dog outfit.
That's right. We got
I got him a
to
hot dog
put that
outfit.
on him before we're done here
yeah.
today.
I think we should hold it for Halloween. Anyway.
Oh, save it for Halloween?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's very cute. I was kind of hoping we could make it his day-to-day outfit.
Oh my gosh, he should have a day-to-day outfit. No, we've become those people. I mean, I might as well lean into it. Like, just glamour shots with Charlie.
But how funny would that be? In April, we're walking him, and he's still got on his hot dog outfit.
I'm a little hot dog.
Okay, so I came up with the perfect thing. Because I knew you were going to say, hey, I want to stay home. Why dress up? Well, let's dress up for each other.
Sure.
That's fun. We could take pictures and post them on the social medias.
Okay.
You get a lot of likes. That's dopamine automatic. Then we walk around the parade, look at the art pieces, because, like, people get into it. Like, into it. Special effects. We're talking, like, details.
In my mind, I'm combining the WeHo Halloween parade and the WeHo Gay Pride parade.
Oh, okay.
I'm
That's
just thinking
different.
of, like, Frankenstein and, like, leather bondage or something.
I mean, I'm sure there's that, too.
Sure.
Well,
Gay Halloween.
Ooh,
There
Galloween.
you go. Galloween.
Gala. I don't know.
That sounds like something you and your friends would name when you going out
Shut
for
up.
Halloween. It's
Halloween.
I love how you think I have like 2 friends and they're both introverts and never leave the house.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So we go to the parade.
Go to the parade.
We bring Charlie the hot dog.
Yeah. So you can walk Charlie.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I'm going to be in my costume, which is a lot. And then if you want to exit, you can walk Charlie home. I can be with the people because my costume's going to rock, you know. Then I'll come home and then we could do Halloween.
Okay. Well, how about why do me and Charlie have to break off?
Well, I'm just giving you an out.
Oh, okay. I'd prefer we all stick together.
Okay.
Especially in a large event like a Halloween parade.
You haven't asked me what I want to be.
Oh, okay. Hey, Katie.
Yeah.
Have you given any thought to your Halloween costume?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, what is it?
Okay, so I was going to go with the Many Shades of Tilda Swinton, but I felt like that was going to be too avant-garde.
The Many Shades.
Yeah, so I wanted to take all of Tilda Swinton's characters that she's played on film and put them like half a hairstyle or like, you know.
So you could maybe take your skull and divide it into quadrants.
Right.
And then you've got like,
you know, different
4 different versions. Oh, okay.
Okay, so
that's going to be hard to do.
I passed on that.
Yeah, I feel like even if you just picked one Tilda Swinton character, that may not read. People are like, who are you? But then if you have 4, that would really be confusing. Harvey, you all right, bud?
He's
what
just...
is that?
Oh, he's looking at the squirt bottle.
Remember that? Remember that?
I'm going to be... Boo! Look alive.
Sorry.
Ready? Well, you're not into couple costumes, and I don't blame you.
Uh-huh.
Were you just going to shoot Aaron with a water gun?
It made for a good video.
I'm going to be Chunky.
Chunky.
Yep.
From I Think You Should Leave.
Yes.
Your favorite sketch.
2019.
Last week we were talking about hardest we've laughed. I don't know if I've seen you laugh harder than the first time you saw that sketch.
You're right. And Elaine dancing.
Yeah. The Elaine
and believe it or not, George isn't home. Leave a message at the beep.
Yeah, that's a good one. People don't
Seinfeld.
People don't know what I'm talking about. I Think You Should Leave. Great sketch show on Netflix, created by Tim Robinson. Arguably the funniest human being on the planet.
I mean, he's so funny.
Usually I always side with stand-up comics when you're talking about who's the funniest person, but this dude, like, he's so funny that he makes me laugh just by looking at him.
Yeah.
Like, just like when he gets into these characters and like just his face, the way he holds his face and just his energy and his body language, that dude is so funny. So if you haven't seen, I Think You Should Leave, 3 seasons now?
Oh, yeah.
On Netflix?
Oh, yeah.
And I've said this to friends, and, not every sketch hits for me. And that's that way with any sketch show. I grew up loving Mr. Show. But if I'm being honest, they weren't batting 1,000. And,
right.
Nobody can. But not every sketch hits on I Think You Should Leave, but the ones that hit, they hit so hard.
They hit really hard.
I mean, they just floor me. And the chunky one is your favorite. The game show where the mascot comes out and they don't really know what the mascot's deal is.
Yeah, because the mascot is supposed to be the one that, you're afraid of him or whatever. And it is this made-up mascot named Chunky who...
Looks like a Teletubby.
He looks like a Teletubby. And he's also, like, comedically hilarious. He talks. He's not supposed to talk.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to, like, be a part of the show. He's an outsider.
Yeah, and he doesn't know what his gimmick is.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Like,
he needs to find out what he does.
Yeah, you got to find out what it is that you do. and then, so the next time it comes out, he goes in the green room and steals one of the contestants' backpack.
And comes out awkwardly to hold it. And then Tim Robinson. I always want to say Tim Robbins.
Yeah, that's another person.
It's a different actor.
Yeah.
Actor, if you will.
That's why you get confused. So they get you.
Tone. I don't know. I forgot.
You want to be chunky.
I want to be chunky. Okay, but here's the thing.
I already am chunky.
Oh, that's not true.
Chunky's a fun adjective for a fat guy.
It is. And I always want to call him
just
chompy.
a little chunky.
Chunky. You're not chunky.
I'm very
You're
chunky.
sturdy.
I'm sturdy.
You're sturdy and strong.
That's
S&S, baby.
Uh-huh.
So.
Like a real fat ladder. Fat Ladder sounds like an improv show every Tuesday night.
Hey, we're Fat Ladder. Oh, wait, no, that's the improv team name. No, Fat Ladder's the improv show. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Me and Katie are doing a set over at Fat Ladder tonight.
What would be the worst improv team name?
Oh, they're all terrible, no?
That's true.
The Mixed Nuts.
I don't want to make fun of anyone's name.
Venetian Blinds.
That's a good one, actually. I don't know.
They're all from
Anyway,
Venice.
so hard to find this outfit, though.
Yeah.
Because it's a costume that's sort of made up. It's a made-up character. They had a costume department. So I've been looking up. I started following the costume designer on Instagram.
The guy who actually designed that?
The girl.
Or the girl? I don't
Yes.
know why I defaulted to guy.
I noticed
Especially in that context.
Anyway, I noticed she hasn't posted on Instagram since July. Always a red flag. So that means she doesn't look at her messages.
Yeah.
I'm just assuming. But I got an in. Now I'm starting to follow her.
Okay.
So then maybe I'll go to Threads or X or whatever the hell, and I'll just kind of
X? Oh, Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter.
Uh-huh.
Are they doing Twitter or are we calling it X now?
I don't know.
It's fine. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna stalk her. And then perhaps she can give me tips.
Okay.
I've also been looking at Japanese mascots.
Sure.
Outfits. And trying to go down that rabbit hole.
Okay.
And so that's where I'm at with my Halloween costume.
Well, good for you, boo.
Thank you.
What's your favorite Halloween costume you've had in the past? either as a kid, a teenager, adult, whatever.
Ooh. Okay, I need to think. What's yours? Do you have yours off the top of your
In
hair?
1996, myself and my two buddies went as the Beastie Boys from the Sabotage video,
Oh my God.
dressed up like bad cop detectives, bad wigs, mustaches, the whole thing. And one of the dude's dad was a cop, and he had what we call a take-home car, and we took that to the party, and we showed up, and he got one of the old school magnet lights to put on the hood.
Oh my God.
So that's how that was our entrance to the Halloween party.
That is the coolest thing I've ever heard.
It's pretty dope.
Did you guys win the contest? Was there a contest?
I don't think it was a contest. It was just, Halloween party. I was like 19.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I gotta say my favorite was Sunshine.
You were the sun?
I was Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
So I got this. It was the night before. I was working at that fruit factory office job, and I was like getting manic, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna dress up for Halloween. First of all, I was so depressed at this job. Like, people thought I was an introvert. Like, I hated it. Worst. But I came in and I had head to toe yellow and orange on.
Yeah.
And an orange yellow wig. And I thought it was brilliant.
Huh.
I was just yellow is what I was. There was no sun. I didn't do a sun thing, but I just said I was Sunshine.
You are sunshine.
Thank you. But it's funny that I was super depressed and all these office ladies are like, you're Sunshine?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they just said I was walking pee. Not bad.
I'm sure someone's done this before, but just a bottle of prescription meds.
I was about to say,
That'd be a
maybe I
good
should
one.
do that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want to be chunky.
Okay.
So I was thinking for you, are you ready?
Okay.
Zombie Robert De Niro from Casino, a timely film.
I don't get the zombie connection with.
Well, you
him
have
or
to
that
do
movie.
something Halloween-y, I think. If you're going to be a celebrity, let's kill him. Let's do
Okay.
something weird. I think it's more fun.
Zombie Sam Rothstein. That was his character's name.
Oh, okay.
Oh, geez, Mr. Rothstein.
Or
I'm
Goodfellas. You could be Robert De Niro from Goodfellas. You could be George Clooney from anything because you are very George Clooney-esque.
I get that a lot.
These are all options, but I know that what you would probably like is just an axe in the head.
Yeah, I like those kind of costumes. I
know
do.
you do.
I think I did that one year.
Oh, I forgot to set the timer.
Hatchet in the head guy.
Yeah.
I love like injury costumes.
Yeah, which I get because it's special effects and it's fun.
Do you remember the old Steve Martin? You were probably too young to remember his big concert videos back in the day. And there was one bit where he wore this arrow through the head
Yes.
thing.
I loved that.
I remember when I was a kid, my cousin, I guess they sold those, but my cousin came running into the room. I was like 5 or 6, and he had that, and it just freaked me out.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh
And I
my
thought
God,
there was like
that's so
some sort
scary.
of like chicken with his head cut off thing going on. I was like, well, he's clearly got an arrow through his skull, but yet it's still Steven. And
Is he older? Was Steven older?
Steven was younger.
Oh.
Yeah, he was a couple years younger. So he was like 4 or 5. I was like 6 or 7. and he's just running around laughing. And I'm like, oh, man, at what point is his motor functions going to shut down? Any second now, he's just going to flop out. But, yeah, it scared the hell out of me.
That's terrifying.
But, yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I remember in high school, I had a buddy one time who he did the thing where he took like a mannequin head and put it on top of his real head and then put a hoodie up to kind of hold it in place, and then you couldn't see his real head, and he's just walking around. And then I think he even gave the mannequin a head wound. A lot of head wound themed costumes back in the day, where he had like a CD, a compact disc, like sticking out of his head.
Oh, I like
So not only was he a mannequin head, but the mannequin head had an injury and
That's fun.
stuff like that.
You also love the visual illusion, right?
Oh.
The people like
That's my favorite.
that
yeah.
looks like they're riding horses
Yes.
or okay.
First time I ever saw it was in the original version of The Office, and I've gone on record saying I'm not a big Ricky Gervais fan at all. His stand up just really makes me want to hurl. But I will admit he was great in the original Office, and that's the first time I'd ever seen that type of costume but it looked like he was riding an ostrich. But like, so he put this costume on, and his real legs were to look like the ostrich's legs, and then like his fake legs were like these little like fake legs that were dangling out in front like a ventriloquist doll or something.
Yeah.
And then now people are doing that with their pets and stuff. I love that.
I love the pet ones.
Oh man, it just cracks me up.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's so funny to me, but
it is. Well,
it's
a visual
version of that.
It's an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
It's a visual illusion.
It's a trick.
It's a trick. We all love tricks.
So yeah, October now. The calendar has changed from September to October, and that makes me so happy. October's my favorite month of the year.
Is it really?
Oh, it's the best.
Better than your birthday?
Oh yeah.
Really?
August is hot. Yeah,
It's
October.
too hot.
October's great. Even here in Southern California, we're starting to feel a little bit of an autumn vibe. It's getting a little cooler,
Yeah.
a little breezier. The other day we had the threat of rain.
Yes, we did.
I don't think we had any actual rain, but just I love it when it's overcast.
Oh, right.
You know, when it's a little cloudy, gets a little cooler.
Get the sweatshirt out.
College football's in full effect.
Yeah.
The baseball playoffs start this week.
I mean,
Halloween's at the end of the month. I just, October's the best. But yeah, like I said, probably my favorite thing about October is Major League Baseball playoffs. And I want to give you a quick update. I know you were really jonesing to stay up to date
yeah.
with what's going on.
No,
So,
it's important to you. You know, I'm going to listen and be a team player.
the regular season, 162 games, starts roughly April 1st, ends roughly October 1st, 6 months. And it's just it's a marathon. 162 games is a lot. That being said, my Atlanta Braves won their division in a landslide. Like, I even lost track. I think they won by like 15 or 17 games or something. Just blew away the competition in their division. But now we have the playoffs. So back in the day when I was growing up, the playoffs were only 4 teams. You took because you have National League and American League, and then within each league you used to just have the Eastern Division and the Western Division. So in each league, the team that won their division would go to the LCS, the League Championship Series. So you'd have the 2 National League teams play each other, and the 2 American League teams play each other, and the winner of each would go to the World Series. But now it's been changing a lot in the last few years. So now we technically have 4, 5, 6. We have 12 teams in the playoffs. I think there's 30 teams. I think we're still at 30 teams in the league, but basically the best 12. Well, that's not always true. It's a little convoluted with divisions and wild
math.
card and math.
A lot of math.
Anyway, we got 12 teams now. It started at 30. Playoffs are 12. Braves, because they won their division, they get to skip the first round. So basically, look at the playoffs as 4 rounds. All right, round 1, you got the Marlins and the Phillies going to play each other.
So Fish and Philly.
Philly, there you go. And Arizona Diamondbacks and Milwaukee Brewers are going to play each other.
Diamonds
Now,
and
I'm just
Brewers.
going National League now, just to
Okay.
kind of keep it simple for you.
Okay.
So that's round 1, all right, of the National League.
Okay.
Well, for American League, you got Toronto and Minnesota playing each other in that first round, and you have Texas and Tampa Bay playing each other in that first round.
Who's Texas and who's Tampa
Texas
Bay?
Rangers, Tampa Bay. They used to be called the Devil Rays. I think they're just the Rays now.
Ooh.
So the first and second best team in each league get to skip the first round and go straight to the second round. So
Okay.
first round of the National League is going to be Phillies versus Marlins and Brewers versus Diamondbacks. The Dodgers, they get to skip to the second round, and the Braves get to skip to the second round. So the Braves are already sitting nice in that second round. We're waiting the winner of Miami and Philadelphia. So
Okay.
they will play a best of, I believe that first round is best of 3,
Okay.
meaning the first team to win 2. So they could play,
Okay.
if one team wins the first 2, then that's technically a sweep and there's no need for a third game. But if it's 1 and then 1, then we play a third. Anyway, first round's best of 3.
Okay.
Braves are waiting the winners of the Marlins and the Phillies. Dodgers are awaiting the winner of the Diamondbacks and the Brewers. National League, like I said, Texas and Tampa Bay. That winner will go on to face the Orioles. And Toronto and Minnesota, that winner will go on to face the Houston Astros. My prediction,
Okay.
I'll give my NLCS and ALCS and World Series predictions. I'll do the whole thing, all right?
Okay.
I think Phillies are going to beat the Marlins.
Philly, like sandwich.
And then Braves will have to play the Phillies. And the Phillies are tough, even though they were in second place in our division. Whatever that ended up being, 14, 15, 16 games. They missed it by a long shot. That being said, Philly's still very good. They got a great offense, a lot of great players. Bryce Harper, Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber. That's what happened last year. Phillies made the wild card. They didn't even win their division, but they got in, and then they got past the first round, and then the second round they beat the Braves. So,
I remember that right before your special.
So Philly's going to beat the Marlins to take on the Braves, and I'm going to say Diamondbacks are going to beat the Brewers to take on the Dodgers. And then I think Dodgers will beat the Diamondbacks and Braves will beat the Phillies. Thus, the Braves and Dodgers will collide in the National League Championship Series. All right.
Okay.
The winner of that going to the World Series.
Got it.
So I'm going to say Phillies over Marlins, Braves over Phillies. We got Diamondbacks over Brewers, Dodgers over Diamondbacks. And then in the NLCS, we're going to have Braves over the Dodgers. So Braves are going to the World Series. I'll do real quick the American League. I'm going to say Toronto beats Minnesota.
The Blue Jays.
Yep, and I'm going to
like
say Tampa Bay beats Texas. So then we're going to have Baltimore and Tampa Bay. I'm going to say Baltimore wins that and goes to the ALCS, and we'll have Houston versus Toronto. I'm going to say Houston wins that and goes to the ALCS against Baltimore. And I want Baltimore to beat the Astros, but if I was a betting man, I would say the Astros are going to beat the Baltimore Orioles. So
and they're the cheater pumpkin eater,
they
right?
sure are. 2019, They cheated a lot. Even before that, I think. Long story, but yeah, they suck. No, they're great, but they suck. And in the Astros' defense, there's only a couple of guys left over from that team. Jose Altuve, little second baseman, he was a big part of that. And I'm trying to think who else that might be as far as significant players. So I guess in the nature of I don't know where I was going with that sentence. In the nature of what, trying to forget about the past and move forward and blah blah blah. I guess we shouldn't hold the current Astros accountable for the sins of the 2019 Astros. Anyway, so ALCS Astros over the Orioles, NLCS Braves over the Dodgers, and in the World Series Braves over the Astros. So very exciting.
And this is okay. So when is the World Series? I know it changes because of the games. You have to win.
No, I think they already have got the dates set.
Oh, okay.
So now it's just a matter of who's going to be playing. Ooh. But I know Game 4 is going to be on Halloween night.
Okay.
So Game 4. So
that's
working
tough.
backwards from there, probably Game 1 will be around the 25th, 26th of October.
Well, here's the thing.
Like
Halloween night. Mm-hmm. You're going to want to watch that.
That's
true.
That's
okay.
That's true. Well, if the
we
Braves
could do
are in
spooky baseball.
We could do spooky baseball. Real quick, I'll shut up about baseball, but the Braves wrapped up their season yesterday, tying the all-time team home run record. In the history of baseball, I think we're going on, if my math is correct, Major League Baseball has been in effect for 139 years. In 139 years, only one team has hit 307 home runs as a team, and that was the 2019 Minnesota Twins. The Braves tied that yesterday.
Whoa.
Braves
okay,
hit
so
307
that's a big deal.
team home runs.
Wow.
Yeah. And we had the league leader with Matt Olson. He led all the baseball in home runs. He led all the baseball in RBIs. Another fun thing, I don't know if we talked about this, but back in my day when I was growing up, it was a big deal if a team had a guy who hit 30 home runs. 30 home runs was always kind of the standard, kind of the benchmark of like, oh, that guy's a power hitter. That guy's a slugger. That guy hits a lot of home runs. 30 is kind of, if you get 30 or more, you're kind of known. It's like, holy shit, that's a good season.
Okay.
Right? It was a big deal if you had two guys on a team. Well, not a huge deal, but it was, you'd see stories in the newspaper. So, the Oakland A's have McGuire and Canseco, both with 30-plus home or whatever. It was a big deal if two guys on your team had 30 home runs. Well, that same team, the 2019 Minnesota Twins, who set the team record, they were the first team in the history of baseball with 5 guys. 5. I held it 4.
I liked it.
But I meant 5.
I understood.
5 players with 30-plus home runs. The Braves have tied that, too. The Braves have 5 guys with 30 home runs. And if you want to get technical, the Braves have set a new kind of milestone. Not only do the Braves have 5 guys with 30-plus, technically the Braves have 5 guys with 35-plus. So we have 5 players with 35 home runs. Like I said, if you had 2 players with 30-plus, that was a big deal back when I was growing up.
Yeah.
We have 5 players who hit 35 home runs or more. We have 3 players who hit 40 home runs or more. And that is some people do crack on baseball as far as the stats and stuff. Like you could divide all these stats up, and you could make up they're the only team to hit X amount of home runs on a leap year, or whatever. But for the most part, these are pretty impressive stats in that, like, if you had 2 or 3 guys hit 35 home runs, that would be like, holy shit.
Right.
What a great offense. We got 5 guys hit 35 plus.
Okay, so this reminds me of, I'm trying to put myself in your shoes and what this would be for me. And when it would be taking my Mount Rushmore of housewives and putting them all on a different type of show where they all just have to interact.
Yeah.
There is Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. They do that. But this, when you're saying that, that's what's sparking like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
So this is a very exciting time.
And I'd even mention, real quick, Ronald Acuna.
Oh, he's cute.
A few games ago became the first player in the history of baseball to have 40 home runs or more and 70 stolen bases or more. We talked about the 40-40 club. Prior to this season, there was only 4 guys in the history of baseball to hit 40-plus home runs and steal 40-plus bases. That's kind of an anomaly because usually, especially back in the day, things are a little different now where all the players are getting faster and stronger and the nutrition's better and the medicine's better and everything. But back in the day, you were either a slugger, like you could hit home runs, or you were a fast dude. You could steal a lot of bases. Rarely did the same player excel in both. Because if you think about the guys who hit a lot of home runs are usually big, strong guys.
Right.
And guys who steal a lot of bases are kind of small, quick, fast guys. So it's hard to be great at both of those things.
Yeah.
In the history of baseball, there's only... We good? Oh, I thought you were giving me a break.
I know me too. Hi, Aaron.
In the history of baseball, prior to this year, there was only 4 guys in the 40-40 club. Only 4 guys in the history of baseball had hit 40 home runs and 40 stolen bases. Jose Canseco, Alex Rodriguez,
Babe Ruth,
Alfonso Soriano, and I said Alex Rodriguez. Who's the other? Oh, man. A-Rod, Canseco. I'm missing a real obvious. Oh, Barry Bonds. Anyway, I'll shut up. This year, Acuna not only became the 5th member of the 40-40 club, but his 40-40 in reality was 40-70.
Wow.
Which is just mind-blowing.
That is mind-blowing.
Yeah. So He's
a quick and awesome person.
Yeah.
Didn't he just get married, too?
He just got married a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
That's fun.
But just such a fun team to watch this year. Like, they've just been so much fun. If you, no matter how you look at it, wins or whatever, but even that team home run record, that's the home runs, the sexiest, most fun play in baseball. Who doesn't love a home run?
Yeah.
And as a team, they hit more than any other team in the history of baseball, except they share that record now with the 2019 Minnesota Twins. 307 home runs as a team.
Wow.
Just insane. And Acuna's record, all kind of team records, too, were broken this year. Matt Olson, most home runs by an Atlanta Brave. Spencer Strider, most strikeouts by an Atlanta Brave. Anyway, just a fun team. Playoffs are here. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for you.
It's very exciting. And baseball, it's fun too. And I think we talked about this. Ultimately, it's not important, with everything that's going on in the world, the economy and wars and poverty. I know it doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things, but it's a great form of escapism. And it's so much fun. And on a personal level, it's one of the only things I have in my life that just, I don't know if it's the nostalgia factor. I mean, I've been watching baseball since I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
So it just
Sentimental.
Sometimes I'll think like, what am I doing? I'm sitting here on the edge of my seat, worried about if a guy half my age is going to hit a home run. But like, hey, you need some of that. You need to throw yourself into something that ultimately is frivolous.
Absolutely.
If it means something to you, and it's a healthy form of escapism.
It is.
So
Don't beat yourself up. I think it's great.
I mean, just something about postseason baseball, October baseball. It's so much fun because too, it's the juxtaposition of 162 game regular season. It's a marathon, a lot of games, and ultimately, you lose one, not a big deal. We got 100 something more to play, but in the postseason, every game counts.
Yeah.
So it just elevates, it magnifies the intensity and the drama of a typical baseball game. So it's so much fun.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'll shut up about baseball.
No, I'm glad to learn. I'm sure everyone's glad to learn.
Yeah.
Or, be fans of it.
But yeah, that's my prediction. Braves over Dodgers in the NLCS, Astros over the Orioles in the ALCS, Braves over Astros in the World Series.
So do you think that they're going to win? You think Braves going to win?
I think anybody who knows anything about baseball would agree that the Braves are without a doubt, the most talented team in all of baseball this year. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to win. For example, last year we got beat by the Phillies, who I said they finished 14 games out of first. They were third in their division. But if a team can just get into the playoffs, sometimes they get hot, go on a good streak. Sometimes a great team, just shits the bed. Yeah. But if the Braves play like they've been playing all year, they should mow through everybody. They really should. Not mow through. I mean, Astros are great. The Dodgers are great. Tampa Bay's great. There's some Orioles are great. There's some great teams, but the Braves were the greatest of the great by a long shot. It really wasn't that close. If you look at team stats and records and just everything, like they're the odds-on favorite. Vegas, I don't know what the odds are, but Vegas has got them at number one, most likely to win the World Series. So if they just play the way they've been playing and the way they should play, we should have another title. Yeah,
you're golden.
Anyway,
that is so awesome. Update. No, I love it. I love how excited you are. I'm glad you're into that. And listen, people have escapism, much like housewives or video games, anime, dark web.
Sure, dark web. Everybody likes to crack a cold beer, relax, and get on that dark web. Maybe buy a child. Maybe buy a bomb.
How do you even go there?
You got to have like a special server.
Oh, okay. So it's like a whole different ball game.
Yeah, and I
bet that's bad. Like I bet if you do it, I know it's bad. Yeah, the dark web. Because it's like for trafficking humans and stuff?
It's for all kinds of things, yeah.
That's weird.
How did we get started talking about the dark web?
I don't know. I was talking about escapism. What? Harvey's the dark web.
I'm on there all the time. All kind of cool pictures.
Wow. Yeah. Anyway, escapism.
Yeah.
We were talking about that.
Baseball.
And baseball. Good job.
So what's going on with you, Boo?
What do you mean what's going on? I mean, I'm living my truth. I will say, for the month of October, I am going to get dressed every day. Now, that sounds so sad. But, I have a lot of leisure wear.
Oh, not just you're going to wear clothing. You're going to wear specific outfits.
Yes,
and put
I have clothing. I've been doing an organizational redo.
All weekend, you've been in that bedroom just reorganizing everything.
Okay, so.
You always get so excited.
I do.
Come look at all this stuff.
Yeah.
And you got little different boxes and cubbies.
Cubbies. Everything has to have a home. So, and I have to see through everything, right? Okay, so I'm just so excited about it. And I'll show you, Aaron, because I know you're excited. But I realize, hey, Katie, you have clothes that you never wear. Why not give it a shot? So it reminds me of my late, great Aunt Joni, who was just the dopest dope of the dopes.
Always dressed to the nines.
Always dressed.
She was the prettiest and most well put together 75-year-old woman I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. And she was so... honestly, she was just pure joy. Like she really just, I don't know. And I remember being like growing up being like, wow, she's there's a lot going on because she was just glammed out every time I saw her.
Like, so she would get glammed out every day.
Every day.
You never saw her with no makeup and sweatpants or anything?
Nope.
Really?
Never.
Wow.
Not even during COVID.
Wow.
When I visited her and her husband, I was amazed because both of them were just dressed exactly like they were going to church, like nice church wear. But I remember her saying, Katie, I love being a woman. Every day, I just get so excited about all the things I get to wear and all the, like, she was just eternally excited to be feminine. And I realized that her artistic self was through fashion. And that really, like, made me smile and be like, okay, why can't I give it a shot? I'm not a fashionista, but I do, you know, want to learn the ropes.
Yeah. Well, you look great today.
Thank you.
I
It's a
love
black
what's going
shirt.
on.
I call it going to a funeral. You know what's sad? I actually do buy black dresses sometimes for funerals. Like, I'm like, this might look good for a funeral in the future.
I've thought about that recently. Not to be morbid, but, you know, I had a suit tailor-made for my wedding.
Yeah.
Our wedding.
Yeah.
Not my wedding.
My wedding.
That's the first, like,
Dave
tailored.
married himself.
That's the first tailored suit or tailored anything I've ever owned. But this sounds morbid, but, like, I was thinking about getting a nice tailored black suit for when my mom dies.
God.
I know I don't want her to die. I'm saying inevitably that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Why not roll up in a good suit?
But are we now putting it out in the universe like, oh, hey, a funeral's coming?
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. But
Me
I'm
either.
Just saying.
That's true, though.
Because when my dad died,
I
didn't have
remember.
a suit, and you and I had to go to Ross Dress for Less,
Burlington Coat Factory is
Burlington
where
Coat Factory, and buy a 48 short blazer.
It was the saddest shopping trip ever.
Looked
I had
like a
Harvey hair
fat
on me.
penguin.
Ugh. You did not
Just
look
a
like a fat penguin. You looked very
Ill-fitting,
dapper.
pieced together black suit. Wasn't even a suit. I just got black slacks and a separate black blazer. I was like, well, I guess we're doing this. But yeah, I really look like a dork. So I was like, you know, for Mom's funeral, maybe I get a nice tailored black suit, kind of a
Yeah,
Men in Black thing or something. I don't know.
I love that. Do it.
Yeah.
Let's get started.
Get 3-piece, get the vest going like I had with the wedding.
Ooh, I love a vest. And you looked so great with a tie as well. Did you like the tie?
I love the tie.
I know, it's fun.
Weird color scheme, but it worked.
It totally
like
worked.
kind of a royal blue suit with like a burnt orange tie.
Yeah, you looked lit, boo, as the kids would say.
Look like
Dope,
a Florida gator
lit.
kind of.
No.
How did we start talking about? Oh, you're gonna
I don't
start
know.
dressing.
Yeah,
better.
I'm dressing. So I'm not going to say for the rest of the year. So for the month of October, I'm trying to keep myself accountable. Also, I think, and Dr. Julie agrees, therapist alert, that when you wake up and like get dressed in the morning and, you know, go about your day and have a routine, when you dress up, not dress up, you do feel better about yourself. You do feel more like, okay, I'm ready for today.
Yeah.
I could go out. I feel good. I don't know. I always save my clothes for like occasions. Like I think, okay, this will be for one night when I go out. And it's like, who's watching? No one's watching me. I can reuse outfits. I can do other things.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. Anyway, so that's my new thing.
There you go.
Dress for success.
Good times, boo.
Thank you.
Good times.
Thank you.
I want to give a quick carnivore diet update.
Oh, how's it going?
It's going pretty well. This week I lost 4 pounds.
What?
I'm down total 12 pounds
That's amazing.
in about 3 weeks. I had about a week and a half solid when I first started, and then when I made that gumbo,
Yeah.
I ate a lot of that gumbo, so that broke me out of the carnivore, and I drank some beer. So that spiraled me for a day or two, but now I'm back on. It's been over a week, I think, on this stint. So yeah, down 12 total, 4 pounds this week.
So what's the hardest thing that you've noticed during this carnivore journey?
The food is, my actual hunger is not bad
Yeah.
because unlike any other diet, this is a diet that's, it's so satiating in that I'm just eating meat.
Right.
Like it fills you up. It's satisfying. I mean, yeah, I would like to have some carbs and stuff, but I think, this sounds bad, but like the biggest thing is just the no booze,
Yeah.
especially with playoffs here and football.
October.
Like, I sat here all day Saturday and watched college football. And
All right, buddy.
like a real dork, didn't have any booze.
Oh,
No beers, no Jim Beam, but, you know,
that is
I'm
hard.
dealing with it, yeah.
Do you do mocktails? Sometimes you do mocktails.
Sometimes I'll do, like a Pellegrino over ice with the lime and bitters. It's not bad. It makes it feel like you got something, It's rather than just sipping on a water. A little sparkling water, those bitters are great. Like
They
I had
are
some,
great.
Like pineapple bitters or
No, you're
orange
really
bitters.
good at that. You're really good at like presentation.
Mm-hmm.
Like you really treat yourself well in the fact of like, no, I'm going to enjoy this game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have a nice environment. I could just be in a sack of trash
Yeah.
and watch Housewives and be fine.
But yeah, carnivore diet's going pretty well.
Good job, Boo.
Made my first homemade roast beef the other day.
Oh, so good.
I've always been a fan of roast beef, like not pot roast, but I like the roast beef, like something you'd get, someone slice it off for you at a buffet. Or
Yeah, like you go to your
a carving
friend
section.
Samson's house and he's like, here's some roast beef I got from my grandma.
Mm-hmm. Exactly like that. But I got a brisket. I got a brisket from the butcher, a little 3-pound brisket, and roasted that sucker up. Rubbed it first with a nice herb blend and some olive oil.
Yeah.
Then roast it. But my new hack now is put it in the fridge later.
Yeah.
And then I love like good roast beef sliced for like sandwiches, like deli style roast beef. So I got it cold, put it in the fridge, sliced it real thin, and then we got some of that Zanku garlic sauce. What's with this face?
No, it was
you
really
ate it
good.
And loved it.
No,
Why are
I
you
did.
being
No,
like
I'm
this?
sorry. I have cat hair in my nose,
Oh.
and I'm trying to figure it out.
Bad timing because it looked
Sorry.
like it was aimed at.
No,
my
I wasn't
roast
aiming
beef.
at you. I know how
You're
sensitive you are.
That sounds awful.
No, I'm not gonna make fun of your culinary heart. Okay, I'm good. Harvey really shed it all over me.
Yeah, I did.
God, they're dirty. We need to clean our cats. Okay.
Anyway, thinly sliced homemade roast beef, then dipped in the Zanku chicken garlic sauce.
It was so good.
I know people outside of LA probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but there's a famous rotisserie chicken place, kind of a Mediterranean Persian influence.
Yeah.
And they make this garlic sauce that, if I heard correctly, and it looks, knowing what little I know about food, I think this is accurate. I heard that it's simply pureed raw garlic mixed with olive oil.
Oh.
And then it's just been whipped like real intensely gives it kind of like a whipped butter.
I love
type
that.
of
No,
thing.
yeah. It's the greatest thing I've ever
It's just
experienced.
raw garlic and olive oil, and just so powerful and so delicious. So I just take those little thin slices of cold roast beef, just scoop up a little bit of that garlic. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Well, I have a question.
Good times.
So you're not a sugary person.
I mean, I am, but not the way you are. My sugar comes from like booze. Like
Okay.
I love a good cocktail. I love a Jack and Coke, a Jim and Coke. That's where my sugar. I don't sit around and. I mean, yeah, I love Krispy Kreme donuts, and by the way, we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, I don't crave junk food the way you do.
Yeah, I mean, it's not junk food. Sometimes people call it like food. It's, yeah.
Twizzlers and Lucky Charms and shit like that.
I've been going down a weird hole.
You've been out of control a few nights. You just like when you're like, fuck it, I'm going for it. Better batten down the hatches because
That's why I'm wearing black today.
Yeah.
Because it's a whoopsie.
I never
Things
seen
are
anybody
tight.
put away cereal the way you do.
I mean, yeah, I grew up on cereal.
Mhm.
Didn't you?
Yeah,
See?
yeah.
It's fun. I had Topper ramen the other day. No, I didn't have a cup of noodles.
Cup of noodle,
That was nice.
just like a hobo. You want some
Aaron,
Vienna
do
sausages?
you like cup of noodles? Do you? See, thank you.
It's just
I led him
you
into
could do
saying
so
yeah,
much
though.
better.
I led him in like, Aaron, you like that, right?
Cup of noodles is great when you're a broke college student,
Sure.
or you're train hopping across the U.S.
Train
But you
hopping.
have access to so much good food, and you choose cup of noodle.
Well, yeah, because it's a 7-Eleven.
Yeah, when you go to 7-Eleven and pick out all your things?
Yep, when I go to 7-Eleven and pick out all my...
No way do you have DoorDash bring you 7-Eleven. When I was delivering for DoorDash, I used to get so confused. And this was kind of early on in DoorDash's existence. But when people would DoorDash like Taco Bell, I would get so confused. Like, why would you pay all the fees and shit for such garbage food?
Right.
You know, you think if you're going to splurge and get some takeout, some delivery,
Right.
why not get something good?
Right.
And then, like, you took it to the next level of, like, oh, you thought Taco Bell was garbage. I'm paying for another human being to go pick out my cup of noodle, my Twizzlers, and my Lucky Charm single serves and bring them to my home.
I think, well, let's reframe it. What I'm doing is helping the economy.
That's true.
Okay. Also, I know that in this neighborhood, it's very, very hectic at times and hard to exit. It is. It's hard.
You have your own parking spot. That worked when we lived in Long Beach, and parking was literally insane.
No, but I would walk to 7-Eleven then, even the scary one.
Yeah, but you
But
have your own parking spot.
Yeah.
You can zip around.
I know.
I don't think that excuse holds water.
Okay, but I think it's a thing that happens because it is on DoorDash, so other people are trash cans like myself, and I think it's not the person, the DoorDasher, going in and picking it out. I think they have a specific 7-Eleven person in the back. Maybe his name is Brad.
Oh,
so Brad
fulfills the orders.
Right. He gets the order.
And then Brad picks it up.
Yeah, and he has a job.
Gotcha.
And I'm giving Brad meaning.
Okay. Well, now that you explain it like that, more power to you.
I don't know why his name is Brad.
I don't know why his name is Brad either.
Brad is
It's all right.
It's okay. All right. You know, okay, I have been on a sugar high. But I've been sneaking it from you.
Yeah.
It's
Have you
good.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the other night,
I've
you
been
ordered it
hiding
like
it
1
from you.
a.m. after I went to bed.
Well, you're tough with diets. Like you stick to it.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
it's
a
like-
picture of discipline. Everybody knows that old Dave must really stick to his diets.
Well, it's great because, like, I love the carnivore thing because I get delicious meats
they're
from all
cooking a
over
lot.
the world, and I'm thrilled. But it's like there's no I'm a snacker, so there's no snacking.
Get some pork rinds. Get a little pork rinds, some cracklings going on.
Yeah,
I think that's about the only snack in the carnivore universe, unless you eat like
chunks of
Slim
beef.
Jims, like those beef sticks and stuff.
I have a question. Can
Beef
you
jerky.
eat raw steak? Like, could you go get a steak from the store and just eat it?
Well, steak tartare, that's what that is. It's like the sushi version of steak, but it has to be super fresh.
Okay.
And that's never appealed to me. I don't think I've ever even had steak tartare.
But say you need a snack. You are on the road, you need a snack. Your show's in 2 hours.
And would I go eat a raw steak?
Would you ever go eat a raw steak?
Am I a coyote?
Carnivore diet.
No, I
I
understand.
bet a
It's
lot of
meat.
them, a lot of the carnivore people, like, are the real, like, I'm only doing meat. Are those guys? I'm only doing meat, guys. Are
Kermit the
they?
Frog is a carnivore.
Oh, he was sweet. But are they? Has anybody on one of your many YouTubes you watch about it or whatever, eaten raw steak?
I mean, maybe. There's your answer. I mean, maybe. No, there is a thing now I've noticed. There are some people that take it a step further than carnivore, and it's called the lion diet. They eat like a lion.
Ooh.
Where they literally only eat 3 things. They eat beef,
Okay.
they eat salt, and they drink water. Beef, salt, and water, just like a lion would. The salt part confuses me. I've never seen a lion with a salt shaker. But I'm sure they get like salt and minerals from licking rocks or whatever.
What
the hell
about
they do.
water?
Well, I said water. Yeah,
You did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Beef, salt, and water. There are people who are like, I only eat beef, salt, and water. It's the lion diet.
Are they now? They're mentally ill.
Possibly.
That's crazy.
Possibly.
That's crazy. I don't know if you could. Can you? Anyway, congrats.
Yeah.
God bless. I don't know.
I don't know how they
Who
do
am I
it.
to know?
Because like for me, it's going pretty well, but it's a little exhausting having to chase down and kill wild-born elk with nothing but my own jaw. So more power to these lion folks. It's good stuff.
Oh, all right, but let's get into some calls.
Let's get into some calls. I thought this week I've been kind of neglecting the text option.
Oh, yes, you could text us.
Yes, you can text
'Cause
us.
it's the future.
Whatever's on your mind. Give us a call. 562-548-2012. In that order. We get a text from, they didn't put their name. I'll give their phone number.
No.
845, no. Dave and Katie.
Yeah.
I was seeking a donut petition for Dave's Krispy Kreme dilemma. I think I found the right one. It is heavily lacking in signatures. I sent this via Instagram before I realized I could text the podcast. Yes, thank you. Change.org.
Okay, let's go.
Change.org. I mean, it's a link, so there's, but you know,
Okay.
Maybe if you went to change.org and searched Krispy Kreme, but someone has started a page here, a petition page, bring back the original glazed vanilla cream-filled donuts, and I couldn't agree more. They got some let's see. No signatures
I love
there.
that there's a petition.
Just recently, Krispy Kreme has released a new and improved version of their vanilla cream-filled donut, and in my eyes and taste buds, they are not nearly as good as the original glazed with vanilla cream filling. Okay, see, here's the problem, all right? I would be fine with the new and improved, but my point, as stated a few weeks ago, they've taken them both off the menu. It's not even on their website. So this, they're talking about, just recently, Krispy Kreme released a new and improved version of their vanilla cream-filled donut. That was the OG, the original glazed without the hole, but no chocolate icing or anything on top. Just a filled original glazed donut with the buttercream in the middle. That was the best thing ever. It was the best thing. It was the best dessert ever. It was by far the best donut on the market. And then a year or two ago, they switched that out with the original glaze, original cream, which is all the same components, but a regular glazed with the hole, and they somehow figured out how to insert the cream in a ring. And I was fine with that.
Yeah, that was
Either
okay.
one. That was great, too, because it's all the same stuff.
Right.
That's gone, too, though.
Yeah.
This one, but whatever. If we can get one or the other back, I would be happy. They continue. There is less donut and cream in the new donut compared to the old. The old version of the glazed cream-filled has always been my favorite, and now they're gone. Krispy Kreme, restore my faith in corporate America and bring back my favorite donuts. And I've signed this petition, and we'll post this on Instagram or somewhere.
Yeah.
But if you go to change.org and just if you search Krispy Kreme, you'll probably get this. They've only got 233 signatures at this point. The goal is 500. So
if they have 500, do you think Krispy Kreme, Mr. Krispy Kreme, is going to be like, all right, or Mrs.?
That doesn't seem like enough to really move the needle.
But
you know?
I appreciate whoever did
yes,
this.
I appreciate.
This is so kind.
I appreciate who sent this. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
whoever set this up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
But the fact that they took them both off the menu.
I'm so
Maybe
sorry.
it's a regional thing.
Yeah, that's true.
But I looked at their main website. Let's go right now.
Okay.
Let's go again. Maybe they've changed it.
As you're doing that, I'm going to switch my feet around.
Uh-huh.
I'm having a hard time with seating.
Yeah, I understand.
It's hard to get comfortable.
It's
Comfortable.
Let's see here.
Huxtable.
Huxtable.
That's from something.
The Cosby Show?
No, it's from a song. No, God. It's from a song. Huxtable.
Mm-hmm.
It's from
Krispy Kreme menu. Let's see what we got. Apple fritter, who gives a shit? Pumpkin spice, who gives a shit? They got 3 different pumpkin spice donuts, but heaven forbid we get any fucking buttercream. That's the most angry anyone's yelled the word buttercream.
Yeah, you're upset.
Where's my bourbon? Yeah, nothing. Chocolate, cake. They got the chocolate ice buttercream filled.
I don't mind that.
No, I mean,
like a buttercream filled.
what? Duh, that's what I'm talking about. You even listening to me? Sometimes I feel like I'm not even heard. Yeah, no buttercream filled. What the fuck? I don't even know.
You're yelling about donuts, to be
It's
fair.
just insanity.
Okay.
Why they would take that. Oh, we got to take off the best donut ever invented so we can put the pumpkin spice cheesecake swirl donut. Oh,
Well, that's seasonal.
Oh, my God. Hey, you want to go to Krispy Kreme and get an apple fritter? Who's ever said that?
I
We
think-
got a cake donut. Holy shit.
Okay, I have a question.
I'll calm down.
I'm going to say there's this therapeutic thing that people do to change their mindset, and I'm going to do it with you right now. I'm going to say, Dave,
Yeah.
say one nice thing about the pumpkin spice donut at Krispy Kreme.
It's not inside our home right now.
Okay.
I appreciate that it's nowhere to be found. It's not in my line of sight.
Okay, I don't know if you understood the assignment,
So-
but all right, well,
Fuck right
I'll
off, Krispy
take it.
Kreme. I almost got a fucking Krispy Kreme tattoo. I was this close away from getting a Krispy Kreme tattoo 5 years ago.
I know you were.
All I've done for them, I'm constantly spreading the word. I was the one in Atlanta that made it cool to go into a freestanding Krispy Kreme and sit down and dine in.
Oh, yeah, you like
Everybody was going through the drive-thru,
Which is amazing.
like a bunch of fair weather Sallys. And me and my crew, we'd go pull up a booth and we'd sit down with our chocolate milk and our coffee and our original glazed cream-filled donut, and we would fellowship and we would dine
That's
and we would
cute.
giggle and we had a grand old time.
That sounds like my nightmare.
And now, just dance with the one who brung you.
Brunya.
Dance with the one who brought you.
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme.
No, I'm sorry. I know. Well,
Get above your raisin.
Hey, you know what I was thinking when you said pumpkin spice?
What's that?
Can I just say, is there like Christmas flavors? Like pumpkin spice is interesting to me because it's like, oh, fall, pumpkin spice, but there's not really Christmassy flavors
At Krispy Kreme or just in general?
in general.
Doesn't Starbucks do all kind of peppermint bullshit?
Yeah, they do.
Christmas tree, coffee, whatever?
As an ex-partner of Starbucks company, yes, we do. At Starbucks, they have many. But there isn't like just one umbrella, thing. Like Christmas tree or
Gingerbread.
gingerbread. Oh, that's good, Aaron.
Were you saying at a donut shop or in
Thanks,
general?
Aaron.
I mean, there's gingerbread, there's candy canes, there's all
Yeah,
kinds.
but there's only, pumpkin spice seems to be the main, the thing, the thing right now regarding flavor for fall. Let's look at flavor for Christmas. There isn't just one. Yes, there's gingerbread. Yes, there's peppermint. Yes, there's raisin.
Oh, man.
So sorry. I thought that was so brilliant.
That's pretty good, boo.
I really did think that was a good
Yeah.
premise, and I was going to make you belly laugh. I really did. In my head, I was like, this is brilliant.
Well,
Let me...
can't get a hit without
Nope,
swinging the
sorry.
bat there. I like that, boo. Got to swing the bat. We're running late on time. We'll probably get to our topic next week.
Okay.
But, yeah, this week I thought, just some random nonsense.
I liked it. Do we have another call?
Or
a text?
We do, but
You don't want to talk about
nothing
it?
too exciting.
We need to talk about Kevin.
It's somebody recommending a band, and I always appreciate that, but I didn't care for the band, so why bring up negativity?
Yeah, good
you know what I
call.
mean?
Except for the last hour
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you're yelling about
I don't-
Krispy Kreme.
I don't want someone to, hey, check out this band. Be like, all right, I did, and they suck. Thanks for calling. I don't want to be that guy.
And that's why you were trying to just go by that. And I was like, hey, got it.
Halloween, baby. Like I
wait.
mentioned earlier, we've been watching a lot of great Halloween movies. This week we watched 4,
I know.
and I think they were all pretty good.
They were very good.
All pretty good.
And weird.
We watched 2 classics and 2 newer ones.
Okay.
As we mentioned, we watched Alien last night.
Yep.
I'd only seen it a couple times. That was your first time seeing it. And I remember it being a slow burn, like that first hour, and I warned you, I was like, it's going to be kind of slow the first hour, but then it picks up. And
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
And you don't typically like any type of space-related movies.
Not at all, because I think it's all a hoax.
Yeah, we'll talk later about how you think that astronauts aren't real.
Oh, you mean the rich club? Hey, I'm an astronaut. I get to go to Astro Camp. We're all white people. Boo, 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 up in the space sky.
You're just completely underwhelmed by the concept of space travel.
That we think it's space travel.
Boring.
Special effects.
But you enjoyed,
Go ahead.
even though this one was set in outer space, you enjoyed it?
I enjoyed it. Want to know why?
Why?
Sigourney Weaver.
She's the best.
Dude,
I've always loved her.
She is so strong.
Oh, yeah.
And dope. And that's a hard role. Like it was basically a one-woman show the last 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And she was amazing.
All our coworkers started dying. You all right, buddy?
Charlie's excited.
Charlie, what's going to find your duck?
It's duck time.
Kill this bastard.
Okay, so we did Alien,
So
which I was proud of myself.
another classic we watched the other night that I had never seen and you had never seen, but I've heard good things about the original The Wicker Man. Oh. Really like that.
That was the weirdest.
So weird, so creepy.
Horrifyingly creepy.
Poor officer, what's his face?
Out
I
of
don't
nowhere,
want- I
they
won't-
sing.
Yeah, a lot of
They're
singing.
singing. It's odd.
You know what can instantly make a horror movie even creepier?
What?
If it's made or set in Europe.
That's very true. And why?
you're- I
Is that
don't know.
because we're dumb?
Yeah, probably they're exotic and foreign. I don't know anything about that one was set, I think, in Scotland,
Yeah.
an island off the coast of Scotland.
It was so beautiful.
Weird, good, creepy movie. Well paced, well acted.
A lot of boobs.
A lot of boobs.
A lot of boobs. So if you're into boobs,
A lot of boobs. A lot of 70s boobs. The hell was that noise?
that was probably somebody running the stop sign.
Probably
Let's not get you started on that.
Bastards. You
All
gotta
right.
at least pause.
So we did Alien. We did Wicker Man.
Both very good. We saw one called Good Night Mommy.
Oh,
That one was fun.
terrifying.
Yeah, a couple of weird little twin brothers.
Twins are terrifying.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if you're a twin. I love twins, and I bet you're wonderful, but they are terrifying.
Yeah, like probably 10-year-old boys, twin brothers.
Young twins are the Shining.
Mom returns home from, I couldn't tell if it was cosmetic surgery or just regular, some
I
sort of
figured it
facial
out.
surgery.
I think it was not cosmetic. I think it was the dad died in that car accident. She was in the accident, and it's post that, don't you think? Anyway, I
Probably.
also read it, so I'd like to say I watched the entire movie,
Yeah.
and it was not in English.
Yes, good for you. Yes. Normally, you're not a fan of reading a movie,
Nope.
but sometimes it pays off,
Yeah.
you know? So that I enjoyed that one. Good Night,
well,
Mommy.
scary movies subtitles, I'm learning, there's not much talking in scary movies,
Yeah.
so it's kind of perfect.
Yeah,
So you get well-made art, film
yeah.
art.
It's not like you're having to read subtitles on a Woody Allen movie. That would be exhausting.
My God, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm doing that.
Hey, how old are you, little girl? And another movie we watched, The Hole in the Ground. There was a lot of similarities to Goodnight Mommy. The Hole in the Ground was a single mom,
Okay,
a weird little kid,
always weird.
runs off in the backyard wilderness for a few hours, comes
Okay.
back,
Okay.
and something's wrong with the kid.
Yeah.
He's not himself anymore. Something
Oh,
happened
right,
out in the woods,
right.
possibly with the hole in the ground.
And he doesn't know like secret fun things that the mom and the kid knew, and
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah, so
he acts a
those-
little different.
That one was good. All four of those really enjoyed. You're looking for classics, The Wicker Man or Alien. I know a lot of people have seen both of those. But Good Night Mommy, weird, creepy little twin boys.
So creepy.
And Hole in the Ground, weird, creepy, single kid.
Also, Halloween part whatever
Oh,
we watched
also
yesterday.
watched Halloween Part 3, Season of the Witch.
It was very fun.
I've seen that one several times. It's one of my favorite Halloween movies.
Yeah.
And I know that's sacrilegious to real horror nerds because it's Halloween 3, but Michael Myers is not even in it.
Not even a little
None
bit.
of that storyline. They should have just called it Season of the Witch, made it its own movie.
Yeah.
But I saw this a few
was
years
so
ago
good.
and have seen it a couple times since then. And really good. I know some people probably, again, like if you're expecting the third edition of Halloween, you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, of course.
Because, like I said, Michael Myers not in this movie. None of the characters in this movie. But, Yeah, there's these Halloween masks that are being sold all over the globe in commercial toy stores. I almost said kid stores, toy stores, and something's wrong with the mask. And then this doctor, he's going to go find out what's going on. An
alcoholic doctor.
Alcoholic, womanizing doctor. Young woman whose dad falls victim
to the mask.
She wants to know what's up.
It's kind of like Willy Wonka meets... I'm not very good.
That's all right. You got half of it right.
Eyes wide shut?
Maybe.
Kind of. Mask work?
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, I see what you're going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just a fun, enjoyable movie. I love any movie where like the premise or one of the premises is like we're in this weird little town and things aren't what they seem.
Yeah, weird town people, terrifying.
Yeah, love that.
Weird town people where they all know a secret and seem not good.
Yep.
It was great.
So,
Great.
Yeah, we'll have to continue our Halloween movie fest this week.
Scream. I think we should go into the Scream.
Yeah.
I love Scream.
Scream's
I like
fun.
Scream 1. I like Scream 2. I like Scream 3. I forget 4. 5 was okay. We should have a Scream night. Look at your face. You're so not wanting to. Why don't you like Scream?
They're fine. I've just the original one I've just seen so many times, and like I said before, Matthew Lillard kind of annoys me.
Leave her alone.
Small doses with that guy.
Yeah.
Just
He
I
does a lot
know
of tongue
people
work.
like him. Just hey, can you stop dancing and calm down?
He's just so excited to
Can
be
you
around.
turn it off? It's like I'm hanging out with a comic. Just fucking turn it off, dude.
I understand.
Bring it down.
Perhaps I'll watch that with Lou.
Boo, any word of mouth this week?
Yes.
What do we got?
Okay, so, guys, there's so much going on in the Bravo sphere. However, I want to go ahead and highlight a really amazing podcast with Bethany Frankel called Just Be. She interviews one of my favorite housewives of all time, Nene Leakes, Lanithia Leakes, and they talk about Bravo and Andy Cohen, and it sounds like two PTSD victims, like counseling each other. So there's this whole thing with reality. Bethany Frankel, one of an ex-New York housewife, is trying to rally all the troops of reality TV and to get into a union because they do not get residuals. They do not get anything from their taglines, nothing. Like all the gifts and stuff and all that crap, they get nada enchilada.
How about
So she's like, hey, let's do this. Here's the thing. Nene Leakes, about a year or two ago, did the exact same thing, was trying to, hey, Bravo, you guys need to treat everybody right. And she just got canceled.
Really?
She just got was taken off Atlanta Housewives and was just
Really? Like removed from the show?
Yeah.
But
And
she's still on there, though, right?
nope.
Oh, you're seeing her in other...
This is the
spin-offs.
only, no,
Oh.
she's just kind of in Atlanta living her truth.
Oh, okay.
And she's awesome and getting, she has a Poise deal. You know what Poise is, right?
No.
Those are leaky, for leaky vaginas.
Oh, boy.
Really disgusting. But her last name is Leaks. Get it? Leaks for leaking.
How about that?
Anyway, so it was really interesting. And I think it kind of sums up reality TV and like the background. And you learned about Nene, who was proud to be, and say it, a stripper.
Yeah?
That's where she met her husband, the love of her life, who passed away a couple years ago. R.I.P. Greg Leakes. But yeah, it's a neat little. If you need a little housewives, what's going on? Because Andy Cohen's in the news about this. Because Bethany Frankel just keeps ringing the bell. I don't know if it's just the Bravo news. I'm also doing a bell.
Yeah.
Space work right now.
I like that.
That's fun.
Well,
Isn't it neat?
It's a big old bell.
Weird. Okay. But yeah, so Just Be, Nene Leakes and Bethany Frankel sit down and get dirty. A lot
There
of
you go.
tea. A lot
There
of
you
tea.
Sip up that tea.
Yeah.
There you go. I got a word of mouth this week. Old comedian pal of mine, hilarious comedian, Aparna Nancherla.
Oh, I love her.
Aparna is so funny.
I love
And
her.
God, I probably met Aparna 12 years ago. But just, I don't even know how to describe her comedy. It's just, she's
Smart,
so
hilarious,
Yeah.
self-deprecating.
very smart, very nuanced jokes. any pizza can be a personal pan pizza. No, any pizza can be a personal pizza if you cry while you're eating it. She's so funny. But Aparna, she wrote a book.
Oh, nice.
Aparna's got a new book out called Unreliable Narrator.
Oh.
And I believe it's somewhat of a memoir. But it also, she talks about her struggles with anxiety and mental health.
Oh, yay.
And mental health's been a reoccurring theme in a lot of her material.
Okay.
So she's very, kind of in the forefront of bringing awareness to that in terms of, comedians talking about that kind of stuff in her act.
Awesome.
But, I think it has a lot to do with her anxiety, her mental health issues, how that's affected both positive and negatively, her career and her stand-up. But just so talented, so funny, and just a sweet human being, just one of the nicest people I've met in comedy. But if you don't know Aparna, check her out. Aparna Nancherla, I think I'm spelling it right, Nancherla is her last name. The new book is Unreliable Narrator, wherever you get your books.
Yes.
So, and you wanted to give a quick shout out to my new buddy Jake, who did the new Stonebergs logo.
I love it so much.
Jake is very talented. He's done a few posters for me. He did our last tour poster. He did a poster about a year ago. He did the show-specific poster at the Earl when I was doing my special. Very talented artist and graphic designer. You can find his work at outsideartwork.com or on Instagram. He's just at outsideartwork. But, I wanted to give him a shout-out. The new logo's looking great, and appreciate all his talent and hard work he did for us on that logo. But, if you need any art, any graphic design, whatever. It's not just, he does a lot of bands and comedians and stuff, but does a lot of logo work. He's done stuff for coffee companies and restaurants and what have you.
So talented.
But I want to give him a quick shout-out. My buddy Jake at outsideartwork.com. So give him a shout. Let's see. I think that's about everything. Boo, where can we find you on the Instagram?
The letter K, the letter T, LOW Strandberg.
Right on, Boo. I'm on Instagram somewhere. I never plug my Instagram.
I know. Why don't you?
I think it's because I'm not happy with my handle.
What's your handle?
It's _ Dave Stone. Because there's a couple of Dave Stones floating around. Now, there's a magician. There's a preacher. These bastards messing up my socials. But who gives a shit? Look at my pictures. It's all just food pics.
I know. Mine's Charlie.
But I would encourage you to go to dumbdavestone.com. That's my website. And you can find information on my live shows, such as I'll be in Kalamazoo, Michigan this week. Coming up on Friday, October 6th, I'll be in Kalamazoo at, what's the place? Ruggers Up and Under. If you know that place in Kalamazoo. Ruggers or Ruggers?
Ruggers.
Then Saturday, October 7th, I'll be in Cincinnati at the Comet doing 2 shows at the Comet, one at 7 p.m., one at 9:30 p.m. PM, as you know, that way you don't get confused. I'm not doing 7 in the morning.
That would be amazing. That would be my kind of comedy.
Sunday, October 8th, I'll be headlining the Milwaukee Comedy Festival. You can see me at the Laughing Tap there in Milwaukee, one of my favorite clubs. Shout out to Caitlin and the crew there. Always great to go back and visit folks in Milwaukee. I love that town. A town.
That's Laverne and Shirley, right?
Yeah. Sausage and beer. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Looking ahead to next month, November 16th, I'll be at Good Nights Comedy Club in Raleigh, North Carolina. November 17th, I'll be at the Blue Ridge Comedy Club in Bristol,
I love that
Tennessee.
place.
Also there on the 18th. And I don't have these dates up yet, but I do think they've been confirmed. I'm doing a weird split 2-night thing in Greenville, Wednesday, November 15th, and Sunday, November 19th. I will be doing Greenville, South Carolina. I don't even have the name of the venue right yet, but I'll have all that up on my website soon.
Wow. Okay.
And then, that's where you can see me
Well, I'm
live
gonna
in the
miss
flesh.
you.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna miss you, Boobala.
Patreon.com/Dave's Kitchen. If you're not a patron yet, hop on there. You get 1 podcast a month, 1 cooking video a month. We just posted our gumbo video where I sweat all over the camera.
Oh. You run hot.
We do a what's the device I'm looking for? When we made the roux. Time lapse. We do a time lapse
Yeah.
of me literally stirring a pot of roux for about 45 minutes.
I love that.
So yeah, Dave's Kitchen, patreon.com/Dave's Kitchen.
I have something to say.
Yes.
I have to pee really bad.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap it up.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey, do you know what it feels like when you have to pee really bad?
Yeah.
Will you feel me and see if I have to pee really bad? All right, talk to you next week.
Okay, thank you guys so much for listening. We love you. Bye.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Okay, thank you.